All right, example 9. And this one we can take a look at how to access the different image planes or AOVs or render passes, basically. So Houdini and Mantra has made it kind of simple to do this actually. So to enable most of the render passes you will need to be able to composite 3D object together in comp is actually provided for you here in the Mantra node, under images and extra image planes. So if we go ahead and check this and then check shading position, shading depth, shading normal, and direct lighting components and indirect lighting components, we will have most of the things that we need. There's other things here we can add if we do have it. If we have, for example, like subsurface scattering, we can enable SSS single and multi-scattering. If we want to do diffuse color, we can do it as well. If we have emission, we can do it as well. We can have a pass for the SSS color, the specular color, and the specular roughness. We can also add our own from attributes and anything like this, or we can add our own from a long list of elements. Let's click the plus sign here with the image plane, and then we can do some drop down here, and we have a long list of things here, like curvature and like cavity, occlusion, displacement. We can put a displacement. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, so let's go ahead and render this with all of these image planes visible, and let's see what it looks like. So it's just gonna look like the normal render, right, when we render this, but baked into this we have all of the different render elements basically. So if we go to the drop down here, if you click here, this will drop down, and here we can actually see a list of all the different render passes that we are rendering on the AOVs. So let's go through them and check it out. Let's just wait until it renders a little bit more. I think like that we can stop it, and let's see. So we have color, which is basically like everything combined, or combined maybe it stands for, I don't know. We have position. We have position, the world position of things. We have position in depth, like the depth from the camera. We have the normal of everything, a normal pass, which is really interesting. You can relight things in Nuke, for example. We have direct diffuse. We have the direct reflection. We have the direct coat, which we didn't have. We don't have any coat on our shader. We have direct refract. We don't have any refraction. We have direct volume. We don't have any volume, so that's fine. Indirect diffuse, we don't really have any. Indirect reflect, we have a little bit. Indirect coat, we don't have any. Indirect refract, we don't have any. Indirect volume, we don't have any. Diffuse color, we do have from our shading map, which looks like this, or our shader. In the displacement, this is the displacement map, is black and white basically. And yeah, and then yes, prim IDs, for example, like this. So that's kind of how these work, and they can be either exported as a separate pass for each, or in an EXR multi-layer type thing, which works for both After Effects and Nuke. Yeah, and then you can just combine these in comp and have way more control After Effects about every aspect of your 3D and CGI stuff. So that's basically the main intro to render passes. You can obviously create your own, as I said, by attributes or by colors or by anything you want. But this is the introduction and basics of it. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next tutorial. Bye.